What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Games for Dads. This is Remy, the newborn father. Today, we're going to look at something a little bit different. So in the first episode, we checked out The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Super excited for the expansion to come out for that. Can't even tell you. Today, we're going to look at something a little different than that. We're going to look at the game 140. It came out in 2013, October 2013, published by Carlson Games. It's an interesting platformer. It's very minimalistic by design, but it has quite a lot to do with the music. So as you advance through the game, you're also advancing the soundtrack at the same time. So for that reason, I'm actually not going to talk too much during this playthrough. I'm going to play through, or I'm at least going to attempt to get through the first level, and you'll kind of see how that works. It's pretty seamless from one level or world, I guess, depending on which terminology you prefer. But I will get through the first round, through the first boss, and that will complete the gameplay for this particular title. It's excellent game for dads, or parents generally speaking, because it's absolutely the type of game that you can play for a little while and then put down with no real regret and not a huge yearning to go back to as soon as possible. It's definitely a game that if you're into this kind of thing, it can absolutely be addictive, but it's not a game. I'm trying to think of a good example. A good example will always be subjective, but for me personally, a game like Skyrim or Fallout 4 that you just want to do one more quest, and then all of a sudden it's 3:30 in the morning and you have to get up for work at 6. This is not that kind of game. This is absolutely a game that you would be able to put down after 15-20 minutes and feel totally satisfied with, and it's just really cool and really interesting in terms of its aesthetics, both with its sound and its visuals, even though they are minimalistic. So here we go. I'm going to jump in, and like I said, I'm going to lay low for most of this playthrough so you can really get a sense of how the platforming interacts with the sound design of the game. So as you can see, you are this little square. When you move back and forth, you become this kind of circle. When you jump, you become a triangle. And that's really all there is to say. If you're using a joypad, as I do with most platformers, I just find it more comfortable for me personally. It's the A button, I suppose. If it was a PlayStation-like controller, it would be an X button to jump, and that's really all there is in terms of controls for this game. That's really all you need. So each of these orbs indicate the three levels of the game, at least the 3 levels of the game that I'm aware of at this point. I've gotten through the first one. I've gotten through most of the second one, but I'm going to go ahead and replay through the first one for this playthrough. So here we go. So basically you have to get through the level far enough to get these little orbs right here. Once you get those orbs, then you're ready to progress to the next portion of the world, level, what have you. boss is pretty fucking hard. And then once you beat that boss, you go right back to the beginning and you start the second level. I guess I'll go a little bit further since that actually went much quicker than I imagined it would have. I've gotten to the boss of the second level, but I haven't beaten it just yet. So I'll at least play through a couple of the first movements of the second level world, whatever you want to call it. But by now you should get the idea generally of the game. You can see the music kind of has a similar tone, but it definitely changes up from world to world. See, the nice thing is it's not too difficult to figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing if you do fuck up. You can also use the music to follow the beat for what it is you're supposed to be doing. there it is. What do you think? That's fucking 140. Yeah, you can see now, this stage, gravity starts to kick in. Each stage has something new that comes with it, has new puzzles, but they're not impossible to figure out. That's the awesome part about this game. And the beat's fucking sick. They keep playing with it, changing it up, adding to it. Each stage or each portion that you get through, and combined with, it's very simplistic but also very elegant and intricate at the same time platforming, that honestly keeps me coming back to this game time and time again for little quick bursts of gameplay when I have a little bit of downtime as a father. So again, I am Remy, the Newborn Father. You can check me out, facebook.com/the Newborn Father. You can check me out on Twitter @newbornfather, no the there. TheNewbornFather.com will take you to my YouTube channel where you can find brand new uploads of Games for Dads. You can also check out my podcast, The Newborn Podcast, featuring the Newborn Father on Stitcher. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.